Hey guys, this is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews, and if you're wondering, man, Lindsay's been sick for a long time because I saw another video of her while she sounded funny. This is what we in the biz call movie magic, okay? I'm gonna walk you through the steps. We're actually shooting on the same day. All I did was take off my sweater and put on a new jacket. Completely changes the game. We have fooled you, but now I'm letting you in on our little secret. We shoot more than one video in one day, okay? Sometimes we shoot up to like 4 or 5. It's madness here, but that doesn't change the fact that we are going to talk about a lot of treadmills today, despite the fact that I'm a little under the weather, okay? I'm a little blue, but that's okay. We're gonna talk about our picks for the best commercial gym treadmill. So if you are somebody who's wanting your garage gym to look like a global gym experience, then you have got to get one of these treadmills off of our list today. But first, before we go over all the treadmills we have for you, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Also, if you wanna purchase any of the treadmills that we talk about today, we've placed a link below the like button. When you use that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does give us a small commission. And lastly, as always, for transparency's sake, some of these have been sent to us by the company, but I will always tell you what I like, what I don't like. It doesn't change anything. So first, let's talk about the NordicTrack X32i. If you are looking for a treadmill with just a massive incline, guys, and I am talking like massive, this is the treadmill for you. I think that this treadmill best represents what you would find in a global gym experience, okay, because of that massive incline. Not only that, but NordicTrack does a really good job of providing a good amount of cushioning on their running decks. Now, talking about the decks, this is one of the biggest decks that we find. This is 65 inches by 22 inches. Now, to give you context, what we look for in a good quality treadmill in terms of a belt deck size is 60 by 20 inches. So over like 7 inches altogether bigger than what we typically recommend for a good quality running size deck. Another thing that the NordicTrack X32i has for it is a 4.2 HP motor. Now again, typically what we see is at least a 3.0 HP motor. That is what we would consider like a quality motor size for somebody looking to do a lot of running on their treadmill. This again goes way above that mark with a 4.25 HP motor size. Along with a massive belt deck and the massive motor size, it also has a massive screen, a 32-inch touchscreen. Now the 32-inch touchscreen does come with iFit programming. NordicTrack is in conjunction with iFit programming. I think iFit programming is one of the best out there in terms of programming wise. Obviously, you do have to pay a monthly subscription in order to use that programming, but if you are looking for a lot of external motivation from some quality personal trainers who are going to give you a workout, then I think the iFit programming is going to do that. And again, it's on that massive 32-inch touchscreen. Last thing, now I said it has a massive incline. Guys, I'm not lying. It's a 40% incline. This is one of the biggest inclines that we see on a treadmill. So again, if you are really looking to mimic what a global gym experience is in your own garage gym, I think that the X32i is going to be that for you. Okay, next is the best folding. Now, I wouldn't say that this is like a commercial gym treadmill, right? I think this is definitely more suited for a home gym. However, we have it on the list because it is a great quality treadmill and is one of the easiest to fold and then unfold, and it is the Soul F63. I actually have this in my own garage gym. I'm obsessed with this treadmill. It has a 15% incline, which is actually a lot higher than some of the NordicTrack treadmills that we see. It also has speeds of 0 to 12 miles per hour. Now, I do a lot of walking at that higher incline as well as a lot of jogging with speeds around that 7 to 9 mile per hour mark, and I think that that's totally fine. Now, one thing we have experienced in testing is once you hit those higher speeds, again, it can go up that 12 mile per hour mark, it does become a little shaky. There is like a little bit of play in the deck as you're running. So keep that in mind before you purchase. But this is a treadmill that is $1,000, has those speeds that go up to that higher mile per hour mark. The other thing that I really like about it is that it comes with 8 preset programs. So if you are somebody who wants to do their own thing, you have the option to do that. But if you are looking to jump on a program, they have fat burning program, they have heart rate targeted programmings, they have interval programming, they have a couple other programs available on that F63. Overall, I think that this is a quality treadmill. Again, if you are looking for a treadmill that is easy to fold and unfold, and I'm talking like easily one of the easiest, how many times can I say easy? It is the best. Next, we were talking about the best budget treadmill that would closely represent what you would find in a commercial gym, and that is the Horizon 7.0. In fact, Brandon here at the warehouse was just talking about getting a new treadmill for his home gym, and we were talking about the Horizon 7.0 because that was one of my favorite treadmills for a very long time, probably the first whole year that I worked here. I think this is a quality treadmill. A couple of the things that I really like about this treadmill is the fact that it has a quick dial function, meaning that it has handlebars coming out through the display. You basically just flick your thumb through that and it'll go ahead and adjust your speed and your incline at again, like a flick of the thumb. Super convenient, super easy. Now, one thing that I really appreciate about Horizon in general is it comes with a lifetime warranty, a lifetime guarantee on the motor and on the frame. So for any reason during your use, during your lifetime, those two components break, one or the other, or both at the same time, whatever the case may be, you can go ahead, send it in. They will have somebody come out and fix that for you. I think that is a company that stands behind their machines. And so far, we've had no issues with the 7.0, and we've had it for multiple years. Now, it has a 60 by 22 inch belt deck. And while I don't think this is the most cushioned belt deck I have ever experienced, I don't think that is anything that's going to be harmful to your joints. It's definitely more cushioned than running out on asphalt, running out on concrete, whatever the case may be. So if you're looking for a super cushioned deck, I don't think this would be it. But overall, if you're just looking for a moderate cushioned belt deck, I think that this is okay. Along with it, again, it doesn't have any sort of smart features like we see with a NordicTrack treadmill. It does have 8 preset programmings, similar to the Soul. You have your hill, you have your interval, you have a heart rate, targeted workout. You have a couple other variations of those workouts, but overall, I think this is a quality treadmill, and it is on the cheaper side at around $1,000. Another thing that I really do appreciate about this treadmill is that it has a little bit above industry standard weight capacity. Typically, we see around 300 pounds. This has 325 pounds, just allows a lot more people to be able to use it. Okay, next is our pick for one of my favorite treadmills, and that is the NordicTrack Commercial 1750. I do think the NordicTrack Commercial 1750 does closely represent what you would find in a gym experience, and I think it's one worth bringing into your home. Now, I'm gonna start off saying the bad news first. If you don't have a climate-controlled area, meaning that you put your treadmill in a room that doesn't have some sort of mini split, some sort of insulation, some sort of factor that would keep it climate-controlled, then you do have the potential to void the warranty, which I literally hate. Come on, NordicTrack, do a better job. A ton of us are putting treadmills in a gym, and a lot of us don't have access to a climate-controlled area. So right off the bat, that is one thing I don't like. Everything else about this treadmill, I really, really like. It has speeds of 0 to 12 miles per hour. It has an incline of 0 to 12%, as well as a decline of 3%. So I love the fact that you have both an incline and a decline along with this treadmill. Along with this treadmill, it has auto trainer control that comes along with the iFit programming. iFit is $39 a month for a family membership or $180 a year for an individual membership. Now, with the auto trainer control, essentially what it is you will take a class on the iFit programming and you will just be hands-free. You don't have to adjust your incline or your speed. You just follow along with the class. The other thing that I think is really cool about this is the program will begin to learn you. So if you take an interval class and you can't keep up, that's going to remember for next time. So it will adjust according to what you are needing, which I just find absolutely fantastic. With the 1750, it boasts a 14-inch touchscreen just to display easily that iFit programming. It comes with a 3.25 CHP motor, which is a fantastic motor that's not gonna burn out over time. It's gonna keep your treadmill healthy and running for a very long time. So our last one that I wanna talk about today is one that is more expensive, but it is a well-recognized name, and that is the Peloton Tread. Unless you've been living under a rock, I am sure you have heard of the name Peloton. I mean, it is everywhere, and I think for good reason. They have quality programming. I do think that iFit is kind of nudging their way into Peloton programming territory, but right now, I still think Peloton remains the best in terms of programming-wise. Now, I kind of forget about how much I like the Peloton Tread until I reuse it. And actually, I really, really like this treadmill. A couple of the features that I really like. One, it has a 22-inch touchscreen display. Overall, I think this is a great size, allows you to really see the instructions, see the graphics. It has clear sound with speakers built all the way around the display, and they actually have a really good music selection that comes along with the Peloton programming. In terms of the treadmill, it has a 59 by 20 inch belt deck. Now, when I was looking at it, I honestly thought it was 60 inches, like that 1 inch didn't seem to really matter. I don't know why the odd size. Honestly, I've never seen a treadmill with a 59-inch belt deck, but it is what it is. It's 59 by 20 inches. Now, I will say that the deck isn't the most cushioned deck that I have run on, okay? This is not anything like the 1750. I would more so compare it to something like the Horizon 7.0. So it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Just keep that in mind before you purchase. But one thing that I really like about the Peloton, so we talked about those quick dial functions on the Horizon 7.0. With the Peloton, it has that same kind of idea. It's got these quick dials, but they are on the side handlebars. So for whatever reason, I find the placement of them on the handlebars that I like a little bit better than I like in front of me. So it's just like a knob that you turn on that side handlebar, and it's gonna go ahead and control your speed on one side and your incline on the other. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this is a more expensive treadmill costing close to that $5,000 mark, and you are also gonna have to pay for that monthly subscription to the Peloton classes. So this is an investment for sure. Now, one thing I really don't like about this is that it doesn't fold up. So it's a little harder to move. Whereas we see with the 7.0 from Horizon, we see with the F63 from Sol, we even see from the 1750 from NordicTrack, all those treadmills have the ability to be folded up, which just make it a little bit easier to move around. With the Peloton, that is not the case. So with the Peloton, I would say if you're gonna go ahead and get this treadmill, make sure you have a dedicated space for it because it's not something that you're gonna wanna move around a ton. Okay, that is my time for today, but if you are wanting more information about the treadmills that we have picked for our best commercial style treadmills, we have a huge list on our website. We'll go ahead and place a link below the like button. If you want more information, go ahead, click that link. You'll find a full article, a written review that our writers have done a fantastic job putting together. Overall, for me, I mean, why not go with the X32i? I mean, I love that 40% incline, that 6% decline. I mean, would I be able to fit it in my garage? Probably not, but a girl can dream, right? Like, that is an awesome treadmill. Okay, this has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews. We'll see you back here next time. Peace.